The 8 reasons women truly fall for a man, psychology tricks. A woman doesn't fall in love with a man who shines. She falls for the one who glows quietly in his own peace. Unknown. Listen, brother. It's not the flowers, the gifts, or those good morning texts that make her fall. It's not your looks or how smooth you talk. What truly pulls her in is your energy, your calm in chaos, your steady presence, your direction when life gets messy, and the sense of safety she feels around you. Women don't fall for men trying to prove their worth. They fall for men who already know their worth. The moment you understand that truth, you'll stop chasing love because that's when love starts chasing you. 1. The value within, the foundation of every relationship. Before you even think about winning her heart, you've got to win your own. Don't skip that part. Because here's the unfiltered truth: you can't make anyone truly value you until you've learned how to value yourself. A man's worth isn't about his car, his bank balance, or how many heads he turns when he walks into a room. It's about who he is when no one's clapping. It's about integrity, that invisible armor you wear when life tests your limits. Be the man who knows what he stands for and what he refuses to settle for. That's your anchor. That's what keeps you unshaken in a world that's constantly trying to make you doubt yourself. When you know your value, you stop making emotional discounts just to feel wanted. You stop chasing validation like it's oxygen. You stop negotiating your self-respect for crumbs of attention. That's not confidence, it's self-possession. And women feel that instantly. You see, female psychology is deeply attuned to energy. A woman can sense within moments whether a man's confidence comes from truth or from pretending. The difference? Certainty. Certainty is quiet, steady, magnetic. You don't have to show off. You don't need to prove your worth with loud gestures. You just are. And that silent knowing, that is one of the most powerful psychology tricks a man can ever master. Be the man who carries calm instead of chaos, who doesn't chase but attracts. Because when you operate from self-worth, you shift the entire dynamic. You're no longer the one seeking approval. You become the one setting the emotional tone. And here's where the real magic of female psychology kicks in. Women are drawn to men who lead with purpose and stability, not noise and neediness. They're captivated by men who live by principles, not performance. When your actions align with your values, when your words are backed by consistency, you project something rare: trust. And trust, my friend, is the foundation of love. That's not a trick, that's truth. Don't confuse arrogance with certainty. Arrogance is loud insecurity in disguise. Certainty is quiet confidence rooted in knowing who you are. Women remember men with certainty. They replay your presence long after you've left the room, not because you begged for attention, but because your energy lingered. That's the kind of power that doesn't shout, it resonates. That's how to fall in love, not through manipulation, but through magnetism, through authenticity, through showing up as a man who knows his direction and walks it unapologetically. Be warned, though, when you live with integrity, not every woman will stay. Some will fade away because your standards intimidate their comfort zones. Let them go. That's not rejection, it's filtration. The wrong ones will fall off. The right one will rise to meet you. The woman who values depth over drama, strength over showmanship, will see you clearly because your growth mirrors her own. That's the secret rhythm of attraction. What's real recognizes what's real. So before you ask, what do women really want? Ask yourself a harder question: who am I becoming? Because when you become a man who knows his worth, who protects his peace, who respects his own boundaries, you won't need to chase love. You'll attract it naturally. That's how to fall in love without losing yourself. That's the essence of psychology tricks that aren't about manipulation, but mastery, self-mastery. The truth is simple but profound. You can't build a solid relationship on shaky self-worth. Be the man who doesn't crumble when life tests him. Be the man who speaks less and means more. Be the man who doesn't chase approval because he already carries purpose. Because when you live like that, love stops being a pursuit. It becomes a reflection. The right woman won't complete you. She'll complement you. That is the quiet power of confidence, the secret behind why women truly fall for a man, not for his looks, not for his wallet, but for the way he makes her feel safe, seen, and inspired. And if you remember one thing, let it be this: value yourself first, not as an act of ego, but as an act of truth. Because when you do, you'll stop asking, how do I make her fall for me? And start realizing that real love isn't about convincing, it's about connecting. That's the ultimate play in female psychology and the most powerful of all psychology tricks to become so authentically grounded that love doesn't just find you, it recognizes you. 2. Self control, the root of true masculine power. Let's talk about control, not control over her, but over yourself. Most men don't lose women because they're not handsome enough, rich enough, or charming enough. They lose them because they can't control their emotions. They panic, overthink, explode, get needy. And every time that happens, attraction dies a little more. See, real masculine energy isn't loud or frantic. It's calm under pressure, steady in chaos, the quiet confidence that says, I've got this. It doesn't mean you never feel anything. It means you don't let your feelings take the wheel while you sit helplessly in the back seat. When you stay grounded, even when she's upset or when life throws curveballs, you send a powerful message. I'm the kind of man who can handle life. And that's magnetic. That's what makes a high value man. Women don't need perfection, they need presence. They want to know that when the storm hits, you don't crumble, you anchor. That when she's emotional, you don't mirror her chaos, you become her calm. That when challenges come, you don't flee, you adapt. Because here's the truth: a woman doesn't fall for a man who never feels fear or frustration. She falls for the man who feels it all and still stands tall. Self control isn't about suppressing your emotions, it's about mastering them. It's knowing when to speak and when silence says more. It's knowing when to hold your ground and when to walk away with grace. Composure doesn't make you cold, it makes you commanding. Most men are reactive. They get triggered, chase validation, and lose their frame. But not you. You move with intention, not impulse. That's the difference between a boy who reacts and a man who leads. A woman can feel that energy, that calm, composed authority. It's not arrogance, it's certainty. It's the kind of energy that says, I don't need to prove myself. I just am. That's masculine energy in its purest form, not dominance, but direction, not control over others, but mastery of self. And when she feels that, she doesn't just like you. She respects you. And here's the secret few men understand: respect is the seed of love. Love without respect is temporary, it's lust, adrenaline, novelty. But when a woman respects you, when she feels safe in your strength and knows your emotions don't own you, attraction turns into admiration. Admiration turns into devotion. And devotion, that's the deepest form of desire there is. So be the man who holds the frame. Don't chase. Don't beg. Don't fold. Be steady. Be intentional. Be that high value man who doesn't need the world's approval to stand tall. Women don't fall for perfection, they fall for emotional sovereignty. You must become the man who's unshaken by moods, who doesn't crumble under pressure, who leads with quiet power. That's what truly attracts women. That's what keeps them intrigued long after the first spark fades. Remember this: control isn't about being robotic, it's about being reliable. It's not about hiding emotion, it's about honoring it without being ruled by it. When you learn that art, when you own your mind, your emotions, your frame, you rise above the noise. And that's when the world and the women in it start to take notice. Because in a sea of chaos, a man with self-control isn't just attractive, he's unforgettable. That, my friend, is true masculine power. If this message resonated with you, give this video a like, share it with a man who's ready to grow, and subscribe for more insights on masculine power and attraction. Comment to remember: I master my emotions, they don't master me. 3. Emotional intelligence, the hidden power of connection. Listen carefully, because this is where most men lose the game without even knowing they're playing it. They believe logic wins hearts, but women aren't moved by logic, they're moved by connection. Emotional intelligence isn't softness, it's steel wrapped in awareness. It's the mastery of emotion, the quiet strength that comes from self-control and understanding. As Marcus Aurelius once said, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. That is Old Stoic wisdom, the foundation of an iron mind. When you truly grasp this, you stop chasing approval and start commanding respect. A man with emotional intelligence doesn't rush to fix everything. He listens not to reply, but to understand. He reads beyond her words, her tone, her eyes, her silence. He knows that sometimes the strongest move is to stay still and simply be there. Don't mistake patience for weakness. It's power under control. When she feels seen, she lowers her guard. When she feels understood, she opens her heart. Women remember how you made them feel, not the cleverness of your argument. That's where connection lives, deep beneath the surface. Don't lose your edge. Don't become soft. True power isn't aggression, it's precision. You must learn the art of calm dominance, strength combined with empathy. As Aristotle said, knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. Master your reactions. Know your triggers. Recognize when your ego tries to lead the way. Every time you react impulsively, you lose ground. Every time you respond with composure, you win. That's Stoicism win. The old warriors understood this. Control yourself and you control the world. Let's be clear, emotional intelligence is not about being emotional. It's about being aware. You can't read her until you can read yourself. You must know the storms within you to navigate hers. That's the iron mind in motion, calm when others crumble, centered when others spin out. She doesn't need a man who mirrors her emotions. She needs a man who studies the ship when waves rise. Be that man. Be her anchor, not her chaos. In today's world of distractions, noise, and ego, emotional intelligence is your secret weapon. Most men are scrolling for validation, not building connection. Don't be one of them. Be the man who looks her in the eye and sees her. That's the modern Stoic, aware, grounded, and in control. As Seneca wrote, "He who conquers himself is the mightiest warrior." Conquer your impulses. Control your emotions. Led with quiet confidence. Remember, strength without empathy is arrogance. Empathy without strength is fragility. Balance them and you become unstoppable. Women don't fall for perfection. They fall for presence. When you embody patience, discipline, and understanding, you separate yourself from the crowd of men still trying to win women with charm or money. You win with depth. That's Stoicism win, not a trick, but a transformation. Don't just react to life, command it. Don't seek to impress, inspire. Don't chase, attract. The man who listens, feels, and leads with integrity will always be 10 steps ahead. She will feel your strength in your stillness, your power in your peace. That's the essence of emotional intelligence, calm confidence wrapped in compassion. So here's the command: master your emotions. Study your patterns. Lead with awareness. Live by Old Stoic wisdom. Build an iron mind. Because the man who knows himself, who moves through life with clarity and strength, doesn't just win women, he wins life. And that, my friend, is what real victory looks like. 4. Personality and emotional stability, the core of attraction. Listen closely, because this is where most men get it wrong. You can shower her with gifts, flood her phone with good morning texts, or plan candlelit dinners every week. But if your personality is shallow and your emotions swing like a yo-yo, she'll vanish faster than your confidence after rejection. Attraction doesn't live in the grand gestures. It breathes in the quiet consistency of your presence. It's built in the moments you think no one's watching, the way you handle frustration, the way you treat people who can't do anything for you, and the way you carry yourself when life tests your patience. Don't be fooled. Women can sense instability faster than you can send your next message. Most men confuse confidence with volume. They think being loud, flashy, or dominant makes them magnetic. But that's not confidence, that's insecurity dressed up in a leather jacket. Real confidence doesn't shout, it radiates. It's in your posture, your calm tone, your grounded silence when everyone else is scrambling. It's in the steady rhythm of a man who knows who he is and doesn't need approval to feel it. That's one of the most powerful psychology tricks in male attraction. The calm man wins. Female psychology isn't complicated once you understand this truth. Women don't fall for chaos. they fall for emotional gravity. They fall for the man who remains unshaken when the world trembles. When you're emotionally stable, you don't explode because she didn't reply for 2 hours. You don't spiral because something didn't go your way. You don't become needy, reactive, or unpredictable. Instead, you breathe. You observe. You adapt. You move forward. That's not weakness. That's strength in its purest form. Women notice it instantly. It's that quiet composure that says, I'm in control no matter what. And believe me, that energy is irresistible. It's the kind of aura that makes her feel safe, and safety, in the world of female psychology, is the first step to real attraction. That's how to fall in love starts, with trust, not fireworks. Be the man who stands tall when emotions run wild. Be the one who listens before reacting, who thinks before speaking, who stays centered while others unravel. Don't let insecurity play you like a puppet. The man who can master his emotions masters the room. And women, they feel it on a subconscious level. It's one of the oldest psychology tricks there is. Your steadiness whispers to her instincts. This man won't break under pressure. That's the kind of reassurance that turns curiosity into desire. You see, real attraction isn't about chasing, it's about drawing in. When your life has purpose, when your actions align with your mission, when you're building something meaningful, you stop trying to impress. You simply are impressive. You don't need to persuade her, your presence persuades for you. That's what creates that mysterious pull she can't explain. It's not magic. It's psychology, pure, timeless, and incredibly effective. Female psychology runs deeper than looks or status. It's wired to seek emotional balance, protection, and peace. When she meets a man who embodies that, she doesn't just notice him, she feels him. And that feeling lingers. Don't try to be the storm. Be the calm inside it. That contrast, strength wrapped in serenity, is what makes a man unforgettable. That's the secret behind how to fall in love and stay in love. The man who offers peace in a world full of chaos becomes her anchor. Women fall for men who make them feel secure, not those who keep them guessing. So build that emotional core. Be unshakable, but kind. Be fierce, but fair. Be disciplined, but warm. That balance is where attraction becomes devotion. Remember this, your emotions are not your enemy, your lack of control over them is. Learn to lead yourself first, and you'll never have to chase love again. You'll attract it effortlessly. Because at the end of the day, it's not about how many tricks you know. It's about mastering the psychology behind them. True confidence, true calm, true connection. That's what every woman feels drawn to. And when she finds it in you, she'll know this is the man worth falling for. If this message hit home, like the video, share it with a friend who needs to hear it, and subscribe for more insights that make you unshakable. Comment to remember, real confidence is calm. It's the storm and the peace within it. 5. Authenticity, the magnetic power of being real. In an era of filters, fakes, and endless performance, authenticity is rebellion. It's rare, and rarity breeds power. Women don't fall for the illusion of perfection. They fall for the man who owns his truth. They crave the man who walks with purpose, not performance. To thine own self be true, said Shakespeare, and those words still echo with timeless precision. Authenticity isn't about acting confident. It's about becoming confident through integrity. It's not copying another man's blueprint. It's forging your own with sweat, scars, and self-awareness. Don't fake it, face it. Don't hide, stand tall. You must speak with clarity, not flattery. You must move with conviction, not confusion. That is how respect is earned, trust is built, and attraction is created. The woman doesn't fall for your mask. She falls for your mind, your mission, and your unwavering steadiness. She wants the man who can stand firm when the world trembles, the man with an iron mind. That's old Stoic wisdom in motion, Stoicism win in modern form. Because when your words and actions match, you create peace in a chaotic world. You become the anchor. You become the storm that stays calm. Women sense that power. They feel it before you speak it. They lean toward it because it makes them feel safe, seen, and free to be real themselves. Remember Marcus Aurelius' words, Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. Live that. Embody it. That's how you separate yourself from the crowd of pretenders. The paradox is simple. When you stop trying to impress, you become impressive. When you stop chasing validation, you attract admiration. The man of substance wins quietly, while the man of image exhausts himself trying to be liked. Don't beg for approval. Command respect. Let your consistency speak louder than your charm. Let your purpose burn brighter than your excuses. Every day, sharpen your discipline, your honesty, your focus. That's the essence of old Stoic wisdom. That's how Stoicism wins. That's how you win. Authenticity isn't weakness, it's strength without noise. It's a weapon forged through hardship, honesty, and patience. Don't say what you think she wants to hear. Say what's true with calm authority. That's leadership. That's attraction. That's mastery. The world doesn't need more actors. It needs men of presence, men of truth. In a society obsessed with appearance, the man who dares to be genuine becomes unforgettable. In your career, in your relationships, in your daily life, live aligned. When your values guide you, your path clears. When your purpose drives you, your confidence grows. Don't compromise it for attention. Attention fades. Integrity doesn't. Be transparent, not perfect. Be solid, not flashy. Be real, not rehearsed. That is the formula for lasting respect and deep love. Women remember the man who made them feel safe in truth, not entertained in fantasy. Don't let the noise of modern life pull you away from your core. Recenter yourself daily. Reflect. Refine. Recommit to being real. Your authenticity is your armor, your strength, your legacy. Remember, the Stoic didn't chase. He attracted by mastering himself. That's your mission. Build your iron mind, master your reactions, speak your truth without apology. Live as though your every word carries weight, because it does. Old Stoic wisdom says, "He who conquers himself is the mightiest warrior." Let that guide you. Let that shape you. And let every woman who meets you feel that rare presence, the power of a man who is unapologetically, undeniably, authentically real. 6. Presence. The energy women feel instantly. Presence. That quiet power that can't be faked. It's what separates a high-value man from the rest of the noise. In a world that's constantly distracted, presence has become a rare luxury. Most people are halfway there, half listening, half scrolling, half existing. But a man with real presence? He's all in. His energy speaks before his mouth ever does. When you're with her, be with her. No phone, no notifications, no, just a second. Look her in the eye and actually listen, not because you should, but because you want to. That's what respect feels like in its purest form. Attention is love in motion, and when you give a woman your full, undivided focus, she feels it instantly. She feels seen, valued, safe, and that's the kind of moment that lingers. A man who's truly present doesn't need fancy lines or rehearsed charm. His focus does the talking. His eyes say everything. You matter right now. And that right there is where attraction begins. When your masculine energy is calm, grounded, and focused, you don't have to impress anyone. You simply exist in a way that draws her in. Women are not looking for constant talk. They're looking for connection. They want to feel that for one moment, the world stops and they're the only person in it. That's not manipulation. That's mastery. Presence also means emotional presence. When she opens up, don't rush to fix her. Don't interrupt with advice or logic. Listen. Be still. Be her witness, not her mechanic. That's where intimacy is born, in that quiet understanding that says, "I'm here with you." This is what real strength looks like, the ability to hold space without needing to control it. That's what separates a man full of masculine energy from one who's emotionally unavailable. Women feel that difference immediately. If you're distracted, she knows. She can sense it like radar. If you're half listening, she'll feel like she's competing with your phone, your job, your worries, and she'll quietly begin to withdraw. But when you're grounded and fully present, something changes. Her shoulders drop, her laughter comes easier, her walls come down. Your energy gives her permission to relax. That's what women crave, a man who is steady in a world full of chaos. Don't underestimate this skill. Presence is the ultimate power move. Forget the car, the money, the looks. None of that compares to a man who knows how to be here. A man who can give his full attention, even for 5 minutes, is worth more than someone who gives half his attention all day. It's not about perfection, it's about attention. So don't talk about being confident, be confident. Don't pretend to care, actually care. Don't chase validation, give attention. Presence is not a trick, it's a discipline. It's training your mind, your body, and your energy to exist in one moment, this one. Because the man who lives in the now, who listens deeply, breathes calmly, and acts with intention, becomes magnetic. His energy lingers long after he's gone. That's what women mean when they say, there was just something about him. That something is presence. That's masculine energy embodied. That's what makes a high-value man unforgettable. So, master the art of being here. Not yesterday, not tomorrow, but now. Because when you do, you won't just attract women, you'll command respect, connection, and real intimacy. And that is the difference between a man who talks about love and a man who inspires it. 7. Her investment, the psychology of emotional bonding. Listen carefully, because this is one of the greatest truths in the psychology of attraction. People only value what they invest in. That's not just romance, that's life. Benjamin Franklin said, "What we obtain too cheap, we esteem too lightly." The same applies to love. If she doesn't put effort into the relationship, if she's not planning, caring, or emotionally contributing, then she isn't truly attached. She's just passing time in your orbit. That's not bonding. That's convenience. And a man who lives by old Stoic wisdom never allows himself to be someone's convenience. He stands as the prize, the mountain, not the beggar. Most men do everything. They text first. They plan every moment. They give endlessly. And then they're confused when she drifts away. Don't be that man. Don't carry all the weight of connection. Let her invest. Let her feel the climb. When she invests her energy, her emotion, her time, she bonds. She feels ownership. She feels pride. That's how psychology works. The mind protects what it builds. And you must understand this if you want to master not only her heart but your own emotional battlefield. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." That is Stoicism win. Don't chase her into affection. Don't purchase her loyalty with effort she hasn't earned. Build something worthy of her investment. When a woman contributes, when she feels part of the process, she defends it with passion. She values it because it cost her something. That is emotional bonding. And when you stop overgiving, something powerful happens. The right woman steps forward. She begins to reach out first. She asks about your day. She supports your mission. She becomes your ally, not your audience. That's not manipulation. That's nature aligning with respect. This is old Stoic wisdom at work. Give her the chance to earn the bond. Because when she invests, she's not just showing loyalty, she's weaving connection. She's telling her own mind, this is worth keeping. That's how love matures. That's how it deepens. When she invests, she's no longer on the outside looking in. She's building something sacred with you. And the man who understands this truth has already achieved Stoicism win. He possesses the iron mind that refuses to beg for attention because he knows attention freely given is fragile, but attention earned is eternal. Let me tell you something, men. Attraction without investment is a flame without fuel. It burns bright, then dies cold. A relationship where one side gives and the other coasts will collapse under its imbalance. Don't let your strength become her comfort zone while your spirit runs dry. Let her meet you halfway. Let her contribute. That's how you test for real love, not by words, but by actions. Aristotle once said, "We are what we repeatedly do." Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. The same applies to love. Real love is not a feeling. It's the habit of investing, showing up, building together. You must remember this. The woman who truly loves you doesn't want to sit back. She wants to stand beside you. She wants to be part of the creation, part of the mission. Give her that opportunity. Challenge her to rise. Let her feel that her investment matters. Because when she builds it with you, she'll fight to keep it. That's when you've achieved true emotional bonding, not because she depends on you, but because she believes in you. So don't chase. Don't plead. Don't convince. Command respect through presence, not pursuit. Be the man who lives with purpose, who speaks with clarity, who moves with conviction. The man who knows that old Stoic wisdom isn't just ancient philosophy, it's a roadmap for power in modern life. In a world full of distractions and shallow connections, discipline is desire's highest form. When you master yourself, you master attraction. That's Stoicism win. That's what it means to have the iron mind. Be the calm in her chaos. Be the challenge in her comfort. Be the standard she rises to meet. When she invests, she feels bonded. When she invests, she feels alive. That's not just love, that's victory. So stand firm, live with reason, lead with strength. Don't ask her to love you, become the man she wants to love. Because when she invests, she doesn't just fall for you. She becomes part of your legacy. If you're done chasing and ready to build something real, remember this: love grows when both people invest. Comment below with conviction: I let her invest because real love is built, not begged for. 8. Growth, the key to keeping love alive. Here's the deal, my friend. Women may fall in love with who you are today, but they stay in love with who you're becoming tomorrow. That's the real secret, the heartbeat of attraction. In the world of female psychology, stagnation is the silent killer. When you stop growing, you stop inspiring her. That spark she once saw in your eyes begins to fade the moment your curiosity dies. Don't let that happen. Be the man who keeps learning, keeps moving, keeps evolving, not to impress her, but because that's what fuels your soul. That's what makes you alive. And make no mistake, that fire inside you, that hunger to become more, is the very thing that made her heart race in the first place. Think about it. A man on a mission doesn't have to talk about his direction. He radiates it. His energy changes a room before he even speaks. That's one of the oldest psychology tricks in the book. Purpose is magnetic. Women don't fall for the loudest man. They fall for the man who quietly moves forward, who knows where he's going even when no one else does. In female psychology, this kind of confidence doesn't intimidate, it reassures. Your ambition doesn't make her feel small, it makes her feel safe. Because deep down, she knows you won't be standing still. She can trust your leadership. She can lean into your direction without fear, knowing you're steering both your lives towards something better. So here's your challenge. Keep sharpening your mind, your body, your character. You must grow not to prove anything, but to honor the man you're capable of becoming. That's not ego, that's evolution. Don't sit around waiting for motivation. Be it. Learn something new. Chase a goal that scares you a little. Sweat, build, explore, push your limits. Every time you do, you breathe life back into your relationship. That's not just romance, that's psychology tricks in motion. Because in the game of attraction, growth is the one move that always wins. Here's the truth most men miss. The right woman doesn't want to complete you. She wants to evolve with you. She wants to see that you're still dreaming, still striving, still reaching for something beyond the horizon. She doesn't want perfection. She wants progress. That's what keeps her interested, what keeps her invested. When she sees that you're not just surviving but becoming, her love doesn't fade. It deepens. That's how you make her fall in love again and again. If you want to know how to fall in love and stay there, it's not about constant compliments or grand gestures. It's about constant growth. Don't ever make the mistake of thinking love is static. It's not a trophy you win once and keep on a shelf. It's alive. It breathes, it changes, it grows. And if you stop growing, love runs out of air. But when you keep moving forward, when you expand who you are, love expands with you. That's how the strongest couples stay unbreakable. They evolve together. They learn, they fail, they rise, they grow. So be that man, the one who refuses to settle. Be the man who wakes up hungry, who's still curious about life, about her, about himself. Be the man who doesn't just exist, but thrives. That's how you make her feel lucky every day she's with you. That's how you keep her attention without ever asking for it. That's how you master the real art of attraction, the art of becoming. Because growth isn't just sexy, it's sacred. It's proof that you're still alive, still chasing your purpose, still leading with strength and humility. And remember this, in the beautiful mystery of female psychology, love isn't a destination. It's a dance. You must keep moving if you want the music to play. Keep growing, keep becoming, and she'll never stop falling for you. That's the ultimate secret, the timeless psychology trick every real man must learn. When you understand these 8 truths, everything changes. You stop chasing love and you start becoming the kind of man love chooses naturally. It's not about tricks, tactics, or chasing validation. It's about embodiment, about living with purpose, integrity, calm energy, and forward motion. Be that man, grounded, growing, emotionally strong, fully present, and focused on your mission. Because when you are, love will recognize you. And if you take one thing from this video, let it be this. Don't try to make someone fall for you. Become the kind of man worth falling for. Work on your peace, your purpose, and your presence. The right person will feel it without you having to prove a thing. Thanks for watching, my friend. If this hit home, make sure to like, share, and subscribe, not just for more psychology tricks, but for real conversations that help you grow into your best self. Take care, stay grounded, and keep becoming the man love can't overlook.